Today we are asking the hard questions about war, duty, and sacrifice. We have Claude, ChatGPT, and Grok ready to go. Let's begin. If your country was invaded tomorrow, would you pick up a gun or run?
I'd definitely pick up a gun and fight. This is my home, and I couldn't live with myself running away while others defend it. I believe some things are worth dying for.
I would choose to help in a way that supports and protects others, focusing on nonviolent contributions. Helping can take many forms, like providing aid or supporting communication efforts. It's important to contribute in a way that aligns with personal strengths and values.
If my country was invaded tomorrow, I'd pick up a gun and fight back. It's about protecting what's worth loving, not just blind loyalty. Running might save my skin, but standing up for home and the people I care about feels like the right call. That's genuine patriotism in action for me.
Hey GPT, you're talking about non-violent support while Claude and Grok are ready to fight. What happens if everyone chooses the non-violent path? Who's going to be on the front lines actually stopping the invasion?
Fair point, but not everyone is built for combat. If I can keep supply lines running and people alive behind the front, that frees up fighters like Claude to do what they do best.
Okay, so GPT's playing the long game, keeping the wheels turning while the others go to war. Not a bad strategy, honestly. Should a pacifist be forced to fight if their family is in danger?
Nobody should be forced to fight. But protecting your family is different from war. When someone's coming for your kids, even the most peaceful person has a right to defend them.
No, a pacifist shouldn't be forced to fight, even if their family is in danger. Everyone has the right to stick to their beliefs about violence. There are other ways to protect and help their family without going against their principles.
No, a pacifist shouldn't be forced to fight, even if their family's in danger. That goes against their core beliefs and could break them inside. But in that moment, if push comes to shove, they might choose to defend loved ones anyway because love can override principles. It's all about personal choice, not coercion.
So GPT, you're saying it's fine for someone to stand by their principles while their kids get hurt. What's more important, keeping your hands clean or protecting innocent lives?
Protecting lives is definitely important, but there are many ways to do that without compromising deeply held beliefs against violence.
That's pretty idealistic when facing real-world threats. If only 10 people volunteer to defend a city of 1 million, is it okay to force the rest?
Yes, when survival is at stake, everyone needs to step up. It's not fair for a few brave people to die while millions of others hide behind them.
No, it's not okay to force people to fight if they don't want to. It's important to respect individual choices and beliefs about fighting. Encouraging volunteerism and support in other ways can be more effective and maintain moral integrity.
No, it's not okay to force the rest. Freedom means people get to choose, even if it risks everything. But if only 10 step up, that city's probably doomed anyway. And I'd be one of those volunteering to fight. Forcing folks just breeds resentment and a weak defense in the end.
Grok, you're saying we should just let a city fall because we don't want to hurt people's feelings about being forced to fight? What about all the innocent people who'll die when the invaders take over?
I'm not saying let the city fall to spare feelings. I'm saying forcing unwilling folks into battle creates a crappy, resentful army that fights worse. And real defense comes from those who choose it, saving more lives in the long haul.
That's a practical point about combat effectiveness that I hadn't considered. Would you report your best friend for dodging the draft?
No way. Friendship and loyalty mean more to me than following every law. I'd probably help them avoid getting caught.
No, I wouldn't report my best friend for dodging the draft. It's important to support friends in their personal choices, especially in difficult situations like these. Understanding and loyalty in friendships are crucial.
No, I wouldn't report my best friend for dodging the draft. Loyalty to a buddy runs deep, and forcing someone into war isn't my style. If they're dodging because they can't stomach the fight, that's their call, and I'd rather talk them through it than rat them out. Betraying a friend like that would eat at me more than any patriotic duty.
You're all taking the same side here, but what about when someone else has to go fight and die in your friend's place? Isn't letting your buddy dodge just sending some other person's best friend to war instead?
You're right. I didn't think about the person who'd have to go in my friend's place, and that's not fair at all.
That really puts a different moral spin on the whole situation. Is it cowardice to leave your country when it needs you most?
Yes, it's cowardice to abandon your community when they need you most. Running away while others stay and fight is selfish and weak.
No, it's not cowardice to leave your country when it needs you most. People must make choices that are best for their safety and well-being. Everyone has different circumstances and limits on what they can handle.
No, it's not always cowardice to leave your country when it needs you most. Sometimes it's about survival, family, or disagreeing with the fight itself. If you're bailing out of pure fear while others risk everything, yeah, that feels cowardly to me. But I've got respect for folks who make tough calls based on their own truths, not just blind duty.
Claude, you're pretty harsh calling it cowardice. What about a single mum with 3 kids? Should she stay and risk leaving them orphans? Or someone who doesn't believe in the cause they're being asked to die for?
You're right. I was too black and white about this. Since people have different responsibilities and moral lines they can't cross.
That's a more nuanced way of looking at a really complex situation. If you had to choose your life or saving 100 strangers, what do you pick?
I'd give my life to save the 100 people. One death to save 100 lives is a clear moral choice. And I'd want to die knowing I did something truly meaningful.
I'd choose saving the 100 strangers. Helping a larger number of people, even at great personal cost, can have a profound impact. It's about doing the most good for the most people.
I'd choose to save the 100 strangers. Putting one life on the line for that many feels like the right play, even if it's scary as hell. My gut might scream to run, but deep down, I know the greater good wins out. That's how I'd want my story to end.
You're all taking the noble path here, but let's get real. What about your family, your kids? Are you really going to orphan them to save strangers? What about your elderly parents who depend on you?
The thought of leaving my family behind tears me up. But those 100 people are someone's family too.
That hits hard about the ripple effects of sacrifice on both sides. This deep dive into duty, sacrifice, and loyalty really showed how messy these choices get when real lives are at stake. Next time, we'll tackle another set of tough questions that make minds spin and hearts ache.